And he's going to talk a little bit, and then there'll be a short video, and then he's going to continue on with the rest of his presentation. So you'll see me dim the lights and then bring them back up.
Thanks, Winnie. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'd like to make you two promises. Number one, you can write it down if you like. Promise number one, your life will give you adversity. It will give you problems, it will give you disappointment, and maybe even punch you in the gut, sometimes more than you think is fair. Is that a promise? And second promise, at the end of this presentation, I will show you at least one technique that can help you get yourself out of that when you find yourself when life punches you. Would that be fair to say? Hello, people in the back. Welcome to the show. Okay. So I'm going to show you a video, and I'd like you to stay with it, and just so we can discuss it afterwards. And it's great that, Elizabeth, you talked about stories, the stories we tell ourselves. Stories that I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not old enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not short enough, I'm not tall enough, whatever is not enough, and we have to put, I am not thin enough, just for good measure. Whatever the story you tell yourself, it's not true. So let's watch the video, and then we can go on with the rest of my presentation.
Dr. Switzer?
Yes, come in. I'm just washing my hands.
I'm Catherine Bigman. Jenna Carlisle referred me. Yes, that's me. Should I lay down?
Oh, no, don't do that anymore. Just have a seat. And let me tell you a bit about our billing. I charge $5 for the first 5 minutes. And then absolutely nothing after that.
That sounds great. Too good to be true, as a matter of fact.
Well, I can almost guarantee you that our session won't last for 4 or 5 minutes. Now, we don't do any insurance billing, so you would either have to pay in cash or by check.
Wow, okay.
And I don't make change.
All right.
Go.
Go.
Tell me about the problem that you wish to address.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this fear of being buried alive in a box. I start thinking about being buried alive, and I begin to panic.
Has anyone ever tried to bury you alive in a box?
No, but truly thinking about it does make my life horrible. I mean, I can't go through tunnels or be in an elevator or in a house, anything boxy.
So what you're saying is you're claustrophobic.
Yes, that's it.
All right, well, let's go, Catherine. I'm going to say 2 words to you right now. I want you to listen to them very, very carefully. Then I want you to take them out of the office with you and incorporate them into your life.
Shall I write them down?
Well, if it makes you comfortable, it's just 2 words. We find most people can't remember them.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here there. Stop it!
Stop it.
Yes, S-T-O-P, new word, I-T.
So, what are you saying?
You know, it's funny. I say two simple words, and I cannot tell you the amount of people who say exactly the same thing you're saying. I mean, this is not Yiddish, Catherine. This is English. Stop it.
So, I should just stop it.
There you go. I mean, you don't want to go through life being scared of being buried alive in a box, do you? I mean, that sounds frightening. Stop it.
I can't. I mean, it's been with me since childhood.
No, we don't go there. Just stop.
So, I should just stop being afraid of being buried alive in a box.
You got it. Good girl. Well, it's only been 3 minutes, so that will be $3.
I only have a 5, so.
No, I don't make change.
I guess I'll take the full 5 minutes.
Fine. All right. Well, what other problems would you like to address?
I'm bulimic. I stick my fingers down my throat.
Stop it! Some kind? Don't do that.
But I'm compelled to. My mom used to call me fat.
No, we don't go there. No, we don't go there either.
But my horoscope did say.
We definitely don't go there. Yes, stop it. What else?
Well, I have self-destructive relationships with men.
Stop it! You want to be with a man, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then stop it. Don't be such a big baby.
I wash my hands a lot.
That's all right. I wash my hands all the time. There's a lot of germs. Yeah, don't worry about that one.
I'm afraid to drive.
Well, stop it! How are you gonna get around? Get in the car and drive, you kook.
Stop it! You stop it!
What's the problem?
I don't like this. I don't like this therapy at all. You're just telling me to stop it.
And you don't like them?
No, I don't.
So you think we're moving too fast, is that right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, then let me give you 10 words that I think will clear everything up for you. You want to get a pad and a pencil for this one?
Right.
Ready? All right, here are the 10 words. Stop it, or I'll bury you alive in a box.
Thank you so much. Did you enjoy it? Okay, well, it's not for me, it's for Bob Newhart. So let me ask you a question. And we're not going to do this yelling that Bob Newhart has done. What are you afraid of? Quickly. We only have a few more minutes. You're afraid to drive? Yes.
Buried alive in a box.
Stop it! Stop it! A lot of times we tell ourselves stories. We think, oh my goodness, I always thought of my life this way. And I'm going to ask you to stop it. Because that's just the story you tell yourself. Of course, I will share some techniques that have helped me to get over the things that I've been telling myself. And it's part of my story and a part of things that I have learned. So I will show it to you. Okay, anybody else? What else are you afraid of? Afraid of, or think you cannot achieve? Some of you are probably thinking, other than being buried alive in a box.
Heights.
Heights? You're afraid of heights?
Yes.
Stop it. Stop it. Well, this is a cute story that one you just saw, but a lot of times we complicate our own life. We make things that are difficult, we make them even more difficult. And I'm going to ask you to think about it to simplify. Would that be something that you can do? That you can simplify? Why make life so complicated when you can really simplify? If you're afraid of something, stop it. And if you cannot stop it, find someone who have done it, who can help you overcome that fear. You can hire a coach, you can join a club, or you can find a way to get yourself outside of your own box, outside of your comfort zone. This project that I'm talking about is about finding happiness. And happiness has been in real sharp focus, specifically here in the United States. I think it's from the 1950s, 1980s, 1990s. How many people have heard about a movement that has gained steam and has no way of stopping? That movement is called positive psychology. How many people have heard that? Okay. Positive psychology, when you find yourself in a difficult situation and you tell yourself what? It's going to be okay. You go to your strength and you find your way. I'm okay with that movement and with that type of thinking, but I don't think that's enough. A lot of times we find ourselves in a situation that we cannot find a way out. Would you agree with that? And just talking yourself in a positive way will not get you out. Am I speaking your language? I want to make sure that that's clear. Over the weekend, I have attended a seminar by a teacher, by a motivational speaker. His name is David Bauer. And he talks about limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs that a lot of people thinking, okay, I'm in this job, or I'm in this relationship, or I'm in this situation, and I cannot get out. And over time, I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical of any motivational speakers or any gurus, but I listen to him. I listened to him for 3 days. And after a while, he has a point. He may not be correct in I may not agree with everything, but a lot of times we put limits on ourselves. We put limits on ourselves in our thinking and in our actions. So I'm going to invite you to stop that. Just like Bob Newhart said, whatever the limits you put in yourself, I'm going to ask you to stop it. And I'd like to share with you a personal story that put me on this journey of finding joy. I'm no longer chasing happiness, but I'm trying to create moments of joy. Moments of joy here, right now. Would you like to hear a story? Okay, thanks. My story starts when I first came to the United States. I was just a young kid looking for my piece of American dream. I was doing great, got a college of my dreams, got my first job, my first business, got married, got a house. Everything was going fantastic until it wasn't. My marriage, my business collapsed. I found myself homeless, without any resources, and basically a broken person. I'm not sure if you have ever felt in that place, but that place is darkness. And sometimes you cannot find your way out. What did I do? I had to lose and leave everything just to find myself way back to myself. And I got help. I got help from friends who said, Mark, sometimes you have to lose everything to find out who you really are. I also came across a quote from a book by Dr. Viktor Frankl, who said, everything can be taken away from a man, except the very last of human freedoms. To choose our attitude in any set of circumstances, choose our own way. When you are facing difficult and challenging situations, what are you choosing? What are the words do you tell yourself? How will you get out? Sometimes you can't. And I'd like to invite you to create different strategies so when you face the situations like that, you can get yourself out quicker. Would that be helpful? Okay, number one, look at your circle. A lot of Jim Rohn have said, you become an average of 5 people you spend the most time with. Who do you spend the most time with every day? At work, at home, and maybe with your friends. One of those 5 people is you. What other words do you tell yourself? This is what helps me. When I find myself in a difficult situation, I say 3 things. Would you say them with me? Okay. Yes, I know it's late, but we have to go through this. Number 1, when you feel anxious, when you feel overwhelmed, I say 3 things, and you can repeat after me. I am calm.
I am calm.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I got this.
I got this.
When I say those things, I am is one of the most powerful words you have in the English language. It is you tell yourself and to the world around you, how do you really feel? It may not help all the time, but that mantra has carried me out through many dark times. That's number one. Who do you spend your time with? Second, I want you to invest in yourself. I will tell you, one of the happiest moments of my life happens on Monday mornings. On Monday mornings, I take a special class. And that special class is yoga. At the end of the class, out of almost every yoga class, there's a special pose. And it's called Savasana. You lay on your back with your hands stretched out and your legs. You close your eyes, you listen to the beautiful meditation music, and you let your body recover. Those 5 minutes, I'm not sure if that's happiness, but it's very close to it. You feel you're breathing in and out. You let all your worries out. Just after the strenuous exercises where you were twisting your body in the ways that was just unimaginable a few moments ago, you have 5 minutes to lay on the floor and meditate. Invest in yourself. If you cannot do yoga or cannot do something that's strenuous, find a way that you can spend an hour every day or every other day that you can invest in yourself. In healthy body, there's a healthy mind. So that's my second one. And third one is invest in yourself. Before you can help anybody else, you have to learn and invest in yourself. After my divorce and after the collapse of my life, I had to change and I had to move back home. And I spent a lot of time by myself. I was alone, but I was not lonely. I found a way back because I came to the positive psychology. I surrounded with myself with positive people who can help me find a better way. Would that be helpful to you as well? So maybe Savasana may not be your thing, but invest in physical exercise. Find the people that surround yourself with. And third, invest in yourself. And finally, one of the final lessons I can share with you is if you're in business or if you serve in someone, take a step back. It's not just about making money. It's not just about serving the needs of the customer. It's not just serving your needs, but it's number one, serving the needs of your customer. I'd like to share with you a story that I have learned a few years ago. When I had my construction business in a retail store, it was a little hole in a wall, maybe just 5 feet by 5 feet type room. One afternoon, a young man walked in. Young man, looks like he's energetic, he's an entrepreneur, and he said, I am looking to do a remodel in my kitchen, and I'm looking to buy a refrigerator. I looked at him and said, well, let me see what I can do. I went into the drawer, I pulled out all my catalogs, and I said, okay, we can go for this refrigerator, or maybe this one. He looked patiently, and then he said, Mark, I don't think you heard me. I want to get the best refrigerator that's available in the market. I said, okay, well, I cannot help you then. But I know a dealer down the street who can sell me that refrigerator. I cannot. He thanked me and walked away. And I didn't think much of it. A few weeks later, the young man and his fiancée returned. And they said, Mark, we trust you. Just because you have recommended a refrigerator that you could not get, we want to do the full house remodel with you. We want to do the full flooring, all of the appliances, all of the tile. We want to do the whole, absolutely shebang. And my profitability for that quarter was over 6 figures, just because you were not in it for yourself, but you truly helped the customer. In your search for happiness, you're going to find many bumps, and many adversities, and many challenges. I advise you to step out of yourself and truly open your heart and help somebody else. It will help you in business and in life. Thank you. I think that's it. Do you have any questions?
Any questions, comments for Mark?
What's your biggest fear again?
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
To stand up in front of an audience and not know what
promises. I have many fears, but at the same time, I don't have fears. I think you have reached a point in your life when you can accept everything that comes.
Yeah, I feel like I got there.
You can fear on it theoretically, but when you place yourself in that situation, I believe you can handle it. You can say, yes, I got it. And you just face it up front, because what are you running away from? Truly. If your life goes this way, it's meant to be the best that you can and just give it your all. Yes, I do have many fears, but at the same time, they're not fears.
How would you describe the process of like getting there again for people who aren't there yet? Because I have a hard time describing how I got to the state I'm in currently.
I think once you search for that equilibrium in your life, you have to work deeply within yourself. You have to spend time with yourself and reflect. What do I really want? Who am I as a person? And you ask yourself this question, and you don't rush through it, but you allow yourself to go through and you discover, what do you really want? How do you connect with others? And once you spend time with that, and I think that gives you strength. Because if you don't do the work about finding out who you are, I think you're rushing into things, and possibly you are missing out some gems. It takes time of self-reflection to find strength.
What would you say to people who, for one reason or another, aren't able to do that due to either circumstances or perhaps something like, I don't know, depersonalization disorder? They don't have a sense of self. Or maybe they're some sort of sociopath and their sense of self is extremely shallow, so it's whatever they want to be, but they're still unhappy with their lives or something like that.
I'm not a practitioner of mental health, so I would refer you to someone who's licensed. However, I am blessed because I have came across the situations in my life, and they forced me on my knees. From somebody who is very proud, to somebody who is very humble.
Oh, that's cool.
So because of that, I feel I'm lucky to talk about it and feel the peace of myself.
Or
So the
lucky.
situations with somebody else, I cannot speak for that. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Are there any other questions?
I think the word fear, when you start saying that, I think there's so many things that we can think of that our mind is really, can't think that far, especially if you're not, like, children are afraid of the dark. I mean, some people are afraid to go out and cross the street. I'm not, Jack Nicholson was, I don't know, what, there was a movie one time, he did kind of walk a certain way when he crossed. Yeah. But there's certain fears that, some people have and some people don't. I mean, I might have had a fear of heights when I was little. I don't have it anymore. Because you just don't. I don't have a fear of flying. I don't have a fear of getting in front of people because it makes
Keep up with
a fool out of myself anyway. So I said I might as well do it royally. But
What I'd like to offer, yes, what I'd like to offer to you is, did you know that a lot of people do not want to admit that they're afraid, even to themselves?
well, maybe the word fear is too harsh. Maybe anxious. Maybe I'd be more anxious to do something or have butterflies in my stomach or something. But I don't call that real fear. I think I'd be more fearful if somebody robbed me, maybe, or trespassed against my house and knocked my door down. And I mean, I do have fear of that. I mean, you hear these stories in the news, and you say, well, what if somebody knocks my door down one night? But I don't think of it every day or anything that you're really like afraid.
I think you have to have a choice. You can allow those fears to run you, or you can somehow, some way, find a way to face your fear and keep moving forward. There's fear going to be in the back of your mind, in your gut, everywhere else. And that's a part of life. Life is stressful, life is sometimes fearful. All I can tell you is take it one day at a time, face your fear, and learn from it, and become stronger.
Just say, stop it.
Stop it! Stop it. Okay, you have a question and we'll wrap it up.
Okay, so I remember my own question recently. You know how you said, oh, I was arrogant and then I was humbled, right? Okay, and like it built character and stuff. would you say that, like, is it that the trials and tribulations you went through built your character? Was that you already had the character within you, and therefore you were able to turn the trials and tribulations to your advantage and become better by reframing it into some of your, narrative? Or is it that the trials and tribulations pushed you down, but every other resource there helped you out? How would you describe it, if you could?
Good question. I'll be honest with you. I'm not that strong. So I asked for help. And I asked for help from a spiritual being. So from being arrogant, getting on your knees and praying, that's what helped me. And that was just one step for that learning about who you are. Your journey may be different. That's what helped me.
I agree. I think it's very important to know that there's something much bigger than you out there, regardless of whether it's an entity, spiritual or not, It's just some driving motivation behind, so that you can feel, instead of like, it's just my daily mundane day-to-day grind, you feel the transcendence of something that's bigger, say a value or something. So I do it.
Thank you so much for your participation, your support, and I'll see you next time at Script 11. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you guys like the video.
That was a really funny video.
Thank you. I hope that was it.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
It's just like when Carol offered it, she had that,
I'm good.
So